Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I really hope you all are having an amazing weekend going on. And today the topic which I have, just picked out for my today's content or sort of a discussion with you all. It is something which came up very randomly. We were having on a lunch table at my workplace. There was this discussion going on. Somebody wants to buy a new car, and if you all are into all this, have been listening to investment tips or finances, this might be repeated like multiple number of times, right? They keep on saying buying a new car is not worth it because it is a depreciating asset, so over a period of time it will probably go down in value. So this discussion was there were like these two groups of people who were like, telling him, why you're buying a new car, rather just go for a second hand one. And then the whole topic came up about like gold also, that how the value of gold has been increasing, and it's an appreciating value. With time the value is going up, whereas for a car the time with the time the value is keeping on depreciating. And out of all of this, suddenly somebody just said, yeah, it is like humans, certain humans value, like some people, their value keeps on increasing with time, whereas for some it is like their value is decreasing with time. And this whole thing then, just I just thought about it. Okay, I had some conversations with her also. But yeah, keeping that aside, the thought that I had in my mind after whole of this, just analyzing it for a bit amount of time, it is when people are okay, if you can divide it into two parts. One is your personal life, and second will be your professional life. Now, in professional life also, if you are stuck in one company for a very long time or at one post for a very long time, you also feel that your value is not appreciating, or if you are not being given the importance of even though if you have spent like x amount of years in certain company, but your company is not appreciating you, you feel that am I losing my value or something. And same thing happens even in relationships, whether it's a long-term relationship, whether it's a married life or anything wherein you are giving certain amount of time to it, and you're there over in that particular situation. Even after in a relationships, right? Sometimes people feel that after some years of dating, the other person is taking me for granted. I'm just not at the same level I was before. It happens like rapidly, more rampant in married life. I feel that people feel that their value has depreciated post marriage. The other person, their partner, is not looking at them in the same way, or not whatever admiring at them different things in the similar way like it was before. And probably then people feel, oh no, now we are used to each other, we see each other every day. There is like sort of taken for granted attitude which does creep in sometimes, or many times maybe, not sure. But yeah, but this is something people feel, my value isn't going up. And this whole thing comes down to I think it's an individual personality that you have to inculcate how you can increase your value, not for others but for yourself. The moment you start feeling that you are depreciating somewhere in your skills or something, it is when you're stopping to, or you have stopped learning new things, or probably you have stopped taking care of yourself, learning new things, whatever the new technologies or whatever, or something new in professional life. And in personal life, it is when people have stopped taking care of themselves, or they have stopped being how they were before. They have just taken themselves for granted, and then they feel that the other person is also not giving them the importance, and you feel more depreciated. So the whole thing that if you want to feel that your value is appreciating in life, it is right in your hand, and it is right in your mind as well. It's everything is in your head and in your particular hands, that how you take your life ahead. If you're in a working environment, try upskilling yourself in whatever. It might be a different thing as well. You might even choose a whole different path to learn something new. And in in the personal life now, it's probably how you take care about yourself. Don't depend on somebody else to give you that value continuously, because that's not possible, guys. If you are gonna Again, I keep saying this many number of times that you cannot give yourself a value depending upon how somebody else is validating you. You are not supposed to take validations from others to get, give yourself a certain sort of a value that, okay, I am this much because he is treating or she is treating me that I'm this much, that's why I am worth this much. It's nothing. Somebody else's treatment towards you shouldn't be anything. You shouldn't consider itself. Somebody is treating you good, way good and nice. But if not, then forget. You treat yourself good, right? You yourself appreciate your own value. And this is another thing. Okay, coming back to the original topic that about the car and the gold. Now, see, guys, I feel a car is something that you use literally every day, right? It is so beneficial. It is making your life so easier. You can travel anywhere you want to. You don't have to think about all public transport or anything. It is way safer than having a two-wheeler as well. Like, with respect to some of the incidences that happen nowadays, or even generally, the accidents and all, seemingly a car becomes a safer option, and it is being used so much. It can help you in times of emergency. If you want to reach to some medical place, to hospital, you can do it easily. Now tell me, if you have a lot of gold, okay, I know having gold is like having being very rich. You have x amount of gold. Will that x amount of gold come to your help when you need it in emergency? Like, just imagine you need to reach somewhere, somebody needs your help. You need to reach somewhere, where, like, to a hospital or something. There is an case of emergency. Can you just use the gold? And do we use the gold literally every day? No, right? It is like maybe you wear it occasionally for some event or something like that, family function. So, giving weightage to two things which are having completely different functions, I don't know why. It is okay. Investment way, finance way, I can understand. Gold is literally gold only. It's always appreciating, but necessities in life, right? Having a four-wheeler, at least in today's day and age, it is some sort of necessity, right? You need to reach your work in time, you need to drop your children to school, maybe to help, drop your spouse to their workplace. So it is so much beneficial. And simply, I don't know, like this is what I just happened to say when that whole discussion was going on, that gold is appreciating value. I'm like, yeah, fine, gold is appreciating, but wearing gold, you won't be reaching in 30 minutes to your work, isn't it? So you need to have a vehicle, and you need to have a good vehicle, so that, again, there might be second-hand vehicles. I don't know, okay, this is an entirely different topic, but even I was being told the same thing. When something is second-hand, like in a vehicle, it needs a lot of maintenance, so maintenance issues are also there. So I was like, trying to put my view also inside, because I saw that people were comparing two very different things. It is fine how a person sees, how they are trying to judge a situation, but yeah, uh, try to see that, don't don't keep yourself like thinking, okay, I'm the car whose value is going to depreciate with the time, or I'm the gold whose value is supposed to increase. You are an individual person. Your skills will define you. Your attitude towards life is going to define you. And somebody appreciating or depreciating you has nothing to do with what you are actually. Constantly, I keep saying this, because, as the age is also passing by, and as, yeah, I think every one of us, the moment our age also starts increasing, we realize a lot of things. What I thought in my younger days would be a case is, I don't feel that case is any longer valid. I don't feel I have to impress hundred of people. I don't feel right now that being very right to what society says is the correct thing. I do it as per my convenience, as in anything, any decision that I make. If it is related to finance, then I check my finances and make a step. If it is something for my better of my mental health, or something that I have to take a step to preserve my peace, to be at um, to be at a place where I am at a stable mindset and not getting agitated or getting poked by different people with their negative thoughts and negative words. I try to cut them down irrespective of whosoever they are. So yes, don't allow others' view to make you feel that you're appreciating or you're depreciating in value. You give yourself that right. I think it should only be with you actually. That right should be with you to appreciate yourself and see that whatever that you are doing, you're adding a lot of value to your own life first. Okay, I leave you all with this for this particular weekend. See you soon next week. Till then, bye bye.